Hi, this is Thomas from Believe in the Run.
This is Brandon with Believe in the Run.
Let me just clean off my glasses here because I'm not sure if I'm seeing this correctly. Normally I'm with Robbie. This guy looks a little different than Robbie.
I am a little different than Robbie.
How are you different from Robbie?
I have less of a stash.
Oh, that is true.
We're about the same height though.
That is true. You wanted to talk about something because you've actually put in 150 miles on your Atreyu Base Model V2. 100. All right, so a lot of people will be like, Atreyu, it's a cheap shoe, it can't hold up well, it's not gonna do this. There's a lot of concerns. There's exposed EVA. You're gonna put a lot of people's either confirm their opinions or debunk some.
Yeah, I would say this shoe, it holds up.
So let's dig into it. If you don't know the Atreyu Base 2 model, what are you getting here?
Not much, and that's kind of the point, right? So you've got a really, really lightweight shoe, not much going on in the upper, simple EVA foam on the bottom. This time they've went with a supercritical EVA foam.
Yeah, so you're really getting pretty much the same upper, except for they moved some of the stuff that was inside the shoe to the outside of the shoe. So it's now an overlay instead of an underlay. So you can kind of see on his shoe here, you see the perforation of the, the arch lockdown. You can see some of the other parts just moved to the outside of the shoe. Really streamlined it, kept it simple. They also perforated the tongue to drop a little bit of weight. The shoe is already ridiculously light. What does it weigh for your size?
For men's size 8.5, it's 5.61 ounces or 159 grams. It's super light. It's actually the lightest shoe I've ever run in.
So we get down to this, what's kind of new about this one, other than just the, the underlays becoming overlays. What's new is this supercritical foam. How long does it last? Does it still feel good? What's going on with the traction on the bottom? Brandon, fill us in.
So what's interesting about the foam itself and the supercritical EVA is I didn't take this out and go run a 100-mile week in this. I took this out on my easy runs over the course of maybe 2 months. And so for me, I really had time to kind of keep revisiting the shoe and keep coming back to it. And the foam never felt dead on my foot, and it kind of always had that pop that I wanted.
So maintain the feel. I can tell there's a lot of compression here in your sole if you take a look at that. And there's some cosmetic wear on the bottom, but nothing that's like really gonna change up the way the shoe feels underfoot. And did you find that the traction went away? Were you able to still get good grip? Like
with exposed EVA, people worry so much about the outsole and whether, when you see it kind of chewed up like this, people are like, oh, you're gonna start losing traction. That's not the case. When I first tried this shoe on, I was like, oh, this is definitely going to need an outsole rubber. But turns out it really doesn't.
So it looks a little worse for wear than some of the shoes that I put 100 miles on. Like this looks beat up.
It's not a durable shoe. It's not gonna keep up for like 300 miles or something, but for 100 miles, 150, even 200 miles, you're gonna get your money's worth, especially for what the price tag of this shoe is. This shoe is $85, so it's definitely on the cheaper range. This is definitely a budget daily trainer if you're looking for one.
Yeah, I really feel like this can do everything. It can do anything from your daily training. If you want a light, fast shoe for the marathon and your body can handle it, this would also be fine for that. Obviously, Atreyu has the Artist, which has a carbon plating and a higher stack for marathon as well. But I found this shoe is so light through your stride and feels so good, and the cushioning is just dialed in right. It could be a great shoe for a lot of people, and at $85, you're really kind of not breaking the bank.
Yeah, like Thomas said, it's definitely a do-it-all shoe. I've run a 17-mile long run in this shoe. I've done workouts in this shoe. I've done easy runs in this shoe. You name it, I've done it. To be honest with you, it's held up in everything that I've needed it to do. I've been able to hit all my times, all my paces, and dial in the way I want to. So
I would say this does look beat up after 100 miles, so I would assume that, I don't know if you're getting 200 to 50 out of this. Like another 100 miles on this is really gonna put some wear on the shoe.
You can definitely tell that there's like a lot of wear on the TPU sock liner on the inside. And even just that, you can kind of feel like it's a little bit more compressed than I would like.
Again, I don't think it's gonna take you to 300 miles.
No, I mean,
if this is how beat up it is after 100.
I don't actually think it's that beat up. Maybe we're just like, I don't know. I'm looking at the shoe and I'm thinking it definitely has more.
I mean,
more
we'll post on our Instagram, we'll post some more detailed photos, but I'm looking at the compression of the midsole here and seeing some of the wear you have on this. And I'm like, this is 100 miles. If you double this up, it's going to be even more
it might start to
sandwiched
look a little
out.
harsh.
So, I mean, that's the trade-off. You're getting super light, super efficient, super low cost. It's gonna pay for it in the durability.
Definitely.
So that's where I would say. But at $85, you can get 2 pairs of these for what you might normally spend for 1 pair. So if this gets you to 200, 250, and you have 2 pairs, that's 500 miles for roughly 170 bucks.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah, it's almost about.
It is a fun shoe to run in, except for one thing, and that is the structure of the shoe. Now, I understand that Atreyu, they want to keep that minimalist feel, and they want to keep with low cost, low material budget costs, and giving people an affordable shoe.
Are you saying there's not enough support?
Yeah, and where I fell flat with this shoe is you lose the support in the toe box and maybe a little bit in the heel collar, but where it makes up for that same structure is definitely in the midfoot.
The arch lockdown?
Yeah, the arch lockdown in the midfoot is great. So I had no issues there, and you can definitely tell that even just through the reinforced outsole padding, outwear padding here, you can clearly tell.
Brandon, why don't you wear these some more, destroy them as much as you can, and maybe we'll do an update either on Instagram or whatever
And you go to 200
let people
miles.
know. Yeah, people know how it's holding up.
Yeah, I think they're holding up pretty well so far. I mean,
That's what you keep saying.
I like it. I like this shoe. I can't complain. And it's probably one of the best budget daily trainers that I've run in. It's the best shoe I've run in that costs under $100. Like
you go.
I've run in.
I would agree with
Yeah.
that. Of the shoes that I've run in that are under $100,
Under $100
Atreyu has the best shoe.
I would say so, right? They definitely are. So if you're looking for a shoe that's not going to cost very much, is the one to go for.
So you're not going to find these in your local running shoe store. You're not going to find them at Running Warehouse. You're going to find these at AtreyuRunning.com. You can check it out. Obviously, we're fans. We've been fans since we first saw it. The nice update of the supercritical foam in the EVA midsole is very nice. So you check it out. Let us know in the comments if you've had similar experiences as Brandon, if you're wearing these down to the bone or not. So we'd love to see your shots. So if you want to go ahead and DM Robbie on his Instagram, we'll take a look at it.
Right.
But no, so that's about it. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. Like this video, put the bell on if you want to be the first to know when things are happening.
The drop.
Also check us out on Instagram. You
Drop.
mentioned the Drop
Yep,
podcast. We got Fuel for the Soul.
Absolutely. Strava.
We got the Strava group. We got the Facebook group.
all of them. All
Instagrams.
the groups,
It's all there.
things.
So make sure you check it out and also say hi to your ma.
Yeah.
And
give her a call. Seriously,
it,
she's
yeah.
worried about you.
Oh, I thought they were saying hi from me to them.
Well, you should
So tell her I said hi.
always call your mom. I
Yeah.
FaceTime my mom all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Jennifer.
yeah, she's great.
All right.
She's the best.
That's it.
All right.
Chuck the shoe or something. There we go.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, that's a wrap. Just finishing up on Mario Kart. I was waiting for you.
Are you literally playing Mario Kart right now? Is that what's happening? Oh, they do like flips now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right.
I didn't know you were a lover of apps.
Just, if I'm killing time, I'll pull up something like this. Oh, I'm going to get second place. That sucks. Normally I'm always in first.